What do you think is the biggest issue facing the US Navy these days? Is it Russia's military aggression with its fleet of warships in the Black Sea? China launching its third aircraft carrier with a pledge to invade Taiwan? Apparently, it's none of that. It's naval officers misgendering each other. So the Navy brought out this training video to make sure everybody knows how to use pronouns. Let's watch it.
Hi, my name is Johnny and I use he, him pronouns.
Hi, and I'm Kanchi and I use she, her pronouns.
And we're here to talk about pronouns.
What is a pronoun? A pronoun is how we identify ourselves apart from our name, and it's also how people refer to us in conversations.
Using the right pronouns is a really simple way to affirm someone's identity. It is a signal of acceptance and respect.
If it's a signal of acceptance and respect, how do we go about creating a safe space for everybody?
That's a good question. A really good way to do that is to use inclusive language. Instead of saying something like, hey guys, you can say, hey everyone, or hey team.
Yeah, and now that you say that, another way that we could show that we're allies and that we accept everybody is to maybe include our pronouns in our emails, or like we just did, introduce ourselves using our pronouns.
But what would I do if I misgender someone?
I think the first thing to recognize is that it's not the end of the world. You correct yourself and move on, or you accept the correction and move on. The most important thing I can tell you is do not put the burden of making you feel good about your mistake on the person that you just misgendered.
Oh, thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, and another tip for you to remember their pronoun next time, it's in your mind. Kind of go through a progression of 3 good things about the person using their pronoun. So let's say the person chooses to use they, then you will in your mind go, they have a nice shirt. They have a nice smile. They are really smart. So that kind of sticks in your brain.
That is so helpful. I want to know, what would I do if I want to know someone's gender identity or pronouns?
The most important thing is do not pressure anybody into giving you their pronouns. Some people may be going through the process of discovery and they are not ready yet to tell you what their pronouns are, and that's okay.
So I should just lead with my pronouns and they may follow or not, and if they don't, then I can just continue to use gender neutral language.
Yes, exactly. Just to share something with you that happened the other day at a cookout I was at, we were talking about pronouns and somebody was disagreeing with how different people see themselves as different pronouns, and the argument was, if you look like a female, then it's she, her, because that's what's normal. And if you make me call you something else, then you're infringing on my rights. And I was really taken aback by the comment, and I really wasn't sure how to respond. And the only thing I could really think quickly to say was, it's not about you at all. And it's mostly and ultimately about respect.
It is about respect. That's an important point to make, and I think you did the right thing. I think it's important to keep it short and simple. What I would have said to help them understand better is to talk about mispronouncing names. For example, my name is Johnny, spelled Jony, and it's normal for someone to pronounce my name like Joni, but if I were to tell you over and over again, my name is Johnny, and you insist on mispronouncing my name, I would feel disrespected by you. Some names are very difficult to pronounce, but do you know what is very easy to pronounce? She, he, they.
They should have the Russian army quaking in their boots. Why does it feel like a kids' TV show for children who are dropped on their heads? Why are they talking about a safe space? You're in the military. You're not supposed to be in a safe space. You're supposed to be dodging cruise missiles and ripping grenade pins out with your teeth. I'm gonna get that the Navy has always been at the forefront of LGBTQIA++ acceptance in the workplace, but pronouns shouldn't be something people need training on. If someone wants to be known as a pronoun, the onus should be be on they, them to make an effort to look like their pronoun rather than on other people to remember an incongruous pronoun and use it every time. Sam Smith, for example, telling us all to call him a they while they looks like a he just makes my brain hurt. It's like trying to rub my tummy and pat my head at the same time. It's impossible to do without expending serious mental energy, which is why people keep accidentally misgendering Sam and then having to apologise, like Shawn Mendes did before writing his grovelling apology. And asking someone their pronouns is deeply offensive. It implies that there's some doubt over which pronouns to use. A genuine transgender person probably just wants to pass as the gender that they feel comfortable in, rather than to be reminded that there might be some signs that they transitioned and aren't 100% that gender. And the proliferation of nonsensical pronouns, fey, zir, bunself, etc. is all made up bollocks. Look, I get that if you work in an office in the public sector, doing nothing of any benefit to society, just pushing paper around a desk all day, you've got the time and the inclination to indulge in remembering each other's special narcissistic pronouns. But if you're in a combat situation, you probably don't have time for it. So maybe it's best if the Navy do away with pronouns altogether and just refer to each other as ahoy shipmate. If you've enjoyed this video, please send it to a friend who's in the Navy. And if you'd like to support me making these videos, you can become a Patreon from as little as £3. You can even buy a pronoun for that these days. You can help me buy sausages and get early access to these videos and a Patreon-only podcast to do with a criminal barrister and a few other things. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. Cheers. Bye.